Thank you very much, and good afternoon to the media and South Africans at large. The African National Congress has noted the growing public interest, mischaracterizations, and contestations surrounding the national dialogue process. It is important that we as the movement provide clarity, frame the process within the correct political context, and reaffirm the strategic role it plays in advancing national renewal and participatory democracy. We have never understood the dialogue as a conversation among political parties or anybody else, but as a citizenry-driven conversation of our nation. At the same time, the ANC takes this opportunity to address issues shaping the national discourse, reaffirm the ANC's central role in the government of national unity, denounce acts of ill-discipline and criminality, and update the nation on internal renewal processes ahead of the forthcoming National General Council of the African National Congress. The national dialogue, in our understanding, is not a once-off event nor an ANC-driven program. And the convention that took place in a couple of weeks ago at the University of Pretoria, University of South Africa, we have understood that as a convention that sets the tone in terms of what must happen with regard to the dialogue, but not the dialogue itself. It is a citizen-led process designed to build a new social compact in line with the aspirations of the people and rooted firmly in the ideals of the Freedom Charter. The Reset National Convention served as a foundation, established a steering committee tasked with ensuring that the dialogue reaches every corner of society in the wards, communities, civil society, labor, business, youth, and traditional leaders. Guided by its traditions of dialogue, consensus building, and unity in action, the ANC welcomes this people-driven initiative. The dialogue is a concrete expression of the Freedom Charter's declaration that, I quote, "the people shall govern," close quote, reinforcing the democratic ethos of our nation more than 30 years into freedom. It provides an inclusive platform to break structural bottlenecks that have hindered transformation and development. Attempts to mischaracterize the dialogue as an ANC public relations exercise are rejected with the contempt it deserves. The ANC is committed to organizational renewal, societal renewal, and advancing the resolutions of the 54th and 55th national conferences, which emphasizes the renewal of the movement and the participatory governance. We call on all South Africans, especially workers, the unemployed, women, youth, and the economically excluded, to participate actively in shaping a future South Africa they wish to inherit. We were encouraged as participants, of which we sent 5 delegates to the convention, to see such enthusiasm and a great spirit of camaraderie among South Africans across all walks of life, political divide, and citizenry and notable personalities in our society grappling with difficult issues that face our nation and shaping the agenda of what South Africa should be about and what we should be seized with as a nation. The ANC is deeply concerned about the rise of gangsterism in schools and violence in the transport sector. These challenges speak to a deeper social malaise undermining our communities. In response, the ANC calls for a national campaign to restore the soul of the nation, a mass-based movement involving parents, educators, faith-based organizations, school governing bodies, and community policing forums. This aligns with the ANC's long-standing commitment to moral regeneration and social cohesion. Parents must again become central to the learner-educator-parent triangle, reclaiming our children from the grip of crime and hopelessness. We call upon our structures, our communities, not to be onlookers to acts that humiliate teachers in the schools. We must intervene. We must engage. We must support our teachers. We must support our children, who most of the time we see that they are engaged in acts that define the collapse of social fabric of our society. We must not be onlookers. We must participate. Teachers are at the center of shaping a human resource for the country that is South Africa. The ANC condemns the senseless violence in the e-hailing and taxi industries, including the tragic murder of Mthokozisi Mvelase. We reaffirm the need for accelerated implementation of the National Land Transport Act to regulate the e-hailing transportation in our country. We support the modernization of public transport and think tanks and DA-aligned interests to project a manufactured narrative of ANC decline. Our recent by-election victories strengthened branch activism and renewed grassroots confidence and affirmed that the ANC remains the most trusted and relevant political organization in the country. The biggest challenge we face in terms of our citizenry is a decline of participation in the democratic processes of our country. The GNU is a reflection of the democratic mandate of the 2024 elections, and it is anchored in ANC-led policies and programs, including the Presidential Employment Stimulus SRD grant, expanded school nutrition schemes, and energy reforms. The ANC remains the central and stabilizing force in the GNU. We will continue to review structural arrangements to ensure stability and sharpen the focus on service delivery. The ANC is not a spectator, it leads. We respect the will of the people, and GNU is one such defining tactical intervention that reflects the outcome of the elections in 2024.